I want you to put yourself back in the mindset of being a child. You and your siblings are home alone, stuffing your face with Cheez-Its and fruit gushers, casually practicing your RKOs on each other. When you hear a bump from somewhere in the house, you go to check it out and you find a 6'1" man, quote, covered head to toe in black fur. But what if I told you this was not a man? What if I told you this wasn't even a cat? What if I said this creature was a metaphor for someone, no, something else, something unholy, something wicked, something demonic? I rewatched the 2003 children's film, The Cat in the Hat, starring Michael Myers. Or, if you want to call him by his stage name, Mike Myers. I have frozen grapes with me to get in the mood. This movie does not have many layers to it. However, I've come to believe that the layers that we do see are not what they seem. Let me explain. This is Annville, a tiny town in the valley. In what valley? Who knows? But I bet you there ain't no black people. Oh, wait, ho. Oh my God, another! And another! The town is smeared building to building in these bright, whimsical pastels. And can I be honest, it makes me sick to my stomach. It's too slick, too clean, too polished. Joan Walden, a 30-something mother, is a real estate agent. She works for an extremely germophobic and passive-aggressive homosexual male, Mr. Humberflube. In practically the first scene of the movie, he screams in this woman's face for zero reason.
If your house is as messy as last time,
you're fired!
Threatening to fire her if her house is a mess, like how it was last time during their meet and greet bi-monthly party that Joan hosted. Think of Joan as God, a goddess. And who are the first two creations that God put on this earth? Enter Conrad and Sally Walden. Conrad is cold-blooded. He an outlaw, you know. I mean, look at this right here. A growing boy who doesn't follow the rules of society. There's no father in the house. There's never any mention of him. Did he pass away? Was he murdered? Who knows? Then there's Sally, the control freak. She plans everything about her day, and at the end of every day, she plans everything she needs to do for the next day. She has to be the head chef when she's cooking with her friends. She orders her friends not to talk to her. If they talk back at her, a little just like any other pair of siblings, these two don't like each other. You know, she's the younger sibling, yet she's the one who always has to look out for Conrad. It's a mundane world. The con artist neighbor Larry is also trying to swoon Joan for her money while simultaneously trying to convince her to send Conrad off to military school. The themes juggled in this film have to do with two things, and think of Conrad and Sally as physical manifestations of this: order and chaos. Joan's boss requests she return back to work, leaving the kids alone. But before she exits, she says something extremely vital for this film.
And absolutely no one sets foot in the living room or else.
And what did God tell Adam and Eve not to do? Not to eat the forbidden fruit. I know, it's not the same thing, but there are parallels, okay? Stick with me. Conrad and Sally hear a bump upstairs. This is a classic horror movie trope, the strange noise in the house, the tension, the investigation, right? Conrad leads the way, investigating the noise from the dark void of a closet. And he gets sucked in. Sally is out here starting to get anxiety. She starts calling his name out, telling him to chill the out. And that's when a 6'1" creature covered in black fur appears right behind them. And as they should, the kids scream at the top of their lungs and book down the stairs. but not out of the house. They go in a coat closet. Then the cat teleports inside of the closet. They run back upstairs. They clearly haven't seen Scream.
What's your favorite scary movie?
They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
And hide under the bed. Terrible, terrible survival skills. He pop up behind them again.
And away they go.
So this cat can clone himself and he can teleport. What else can he do? This is tapping into supernatural territory. He tells the kids,
Why, I'm the cat in the hat. There's no doubt about that. I'm a super fun different.
No.
this is terrifying. On some real What the is this? What is this? What is this? What would you do? What would you do? The first thing on my mouth would have been, how old are you? Why you in my crib, homie? Word. Yeah. Where you come from? Where? No. Sally rightfully asks this creature where he came from. And all the cat says is,
My place. What do you think?
huh? No. What's my place? Transylvania? The Upside Down? The fiery pits of hell? I'm gonna need a little more, kitty man, okay? But the cat's charm and playful aura brushes right over the kids' heads.
Who is this? Oh.
That's my mom.
Awkward.
He sits on their sleeping babysitter, and as if she's as light as a feather, he picks her up with supernatural strength and sets her in the closet. So he's also extremely strong. And this is where many, and I mean many, of his conjurings happen. He pulls what he calls phenomener out of thin air. This is a machine that uses a suction cone onto these children's foreheads to measure how fun they are. See, he's testing them to see how much work he needs to do to corrupt these children. He tests Sally first, and her meter lands on serial arsonist. Conrad's lands on bedwetter. The cat guilts them into thinking they're lame, and what kid wants to be lame, right? They ask the cat what they can do to become fun, and the cat says there are two methods. The first one is a painful injection into your abdomen and kneecaps, and the second is a musical number.
How many shots?
Aren't you precious?
Anyways, the cat starts singing, and just like magic, just like some sorcery, he conjures music, an outfit change, effects, lights, all in their house. This being is a manipulating, law-bending magician. He can open portals. He opened a portal. Did I mention that the fish started talking? Didn't say a goddamn word until the cat showed up, almost as if it was trying to protect the children like some angel or guardian angel of some sort, and yet manages to not do a single damn thing for the plot. Right after the cat charms them with his performance and manifestation of his abilities, he pulls out what my father calls the old okey doke.
Something magical and full of wonder. It's called a contract.
This mother pulls out a contract for these kids to sign. And I bet your bottom dollar, if this movie wasn't PG, he would have had these kids draw blood to bind them into this contract. A group of men summoned behind the cat, and he introduces them as his
Magical time-traveling elves. Yeah, magic. Okay, they're my lawyers.
No. Go back. You were right the first time. I look at these lawyers as some type of guardians, gatekeepers, witnesses of his dealings. I mean, am I tripping? Like, this is demonic. This is demonic. Okay? These kids sign the dotted line, being promised to have all the fun they want with no consequences. And the contract is very detailed. I'm actually impressed that they took the time to write this out for the film, but essentially all you need to know is that the contract is granting the cat authority to do whatever he wants. The cat's first order of business in corrupting the kids is breaking their mother's biggest rule, stepping foot into the living room. But he takes it a bit further and he starts jumping on the couch. Where my belt at? This cat is a Satan adjacent being, all about indulging in life's pleasures. He's telling these kids, pushing these kids to disobey their mother. Sally asks him, "What about Mom's party?" And Conrad says, "What about it? Come on, we signed the contract." Yeah, the blood contract. The guardian angel shows Sally a clouded visual of their mother giving the warning to her and her brother about stepping into the living room earlier. But does she care? No, she grown. You grown, right? Yeah, you grown. The cat clones himself along with a theater inside of their home to watch an inappropriate cooking show where they're swearing, "Son of a bitch!" threatening each other. It's a mess. And the purple cupcakes explode in the oven, spraying purple everywhere. And I have a theory about the color purple. More on that later. Sally reminds the cat they have a contract and he need to clean this up. He's intentionally making things worse. He starts using the polka dot dress as a rag. They scream, telling him that he's ruined it.
Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Yeah.
This movie is so stupid. Because the cat just wants to mess with these kids, he runs outside to grab a big red box, where inside are his two slaves.
What the f*** is going on here?
And what do you notice? Besides the blue hair, the lack of distinguishable speech, the crawling up the walls, the ceiling walking, the super speed, these are clearly two children. And to top it off, one of them has multiple names. His last one, Cat says, is Ben. I bet there are posters of Ben missing all around Anvil. This is sick. This is demonic. This cat is a magician. Oh, I need a cigarette. I need a cigarette. When one of the things tosses Nevins, the Yorkie, out the window, the group tries to formulate a plan to get him back. And the cat's first suggestion is...
murder.
That's your option?
When they find Nevins, he's in a neighbor's backyard with another dog, probably trying to get some poop poop, but you know, nevertheless, Cat picks up a gardening tool.
All right, Nevins, time to die.
A hoe.
Dirty hoe.
Cat attempts to murder a kid after being swung in the balls with a baseball bat. Then he shows the kids his vehicle, a Hummer. Make him give me brain in the front seat of the Hummer. Oh, but wait, that was just the cover. This is his car. Magic, a veil,
An illusion!
He calls the vehicle Super Luxurious Omnidirectional Watchamajigga, or SLOW for slow. Then he goes on to share that the old vehicle's name was Super Hydraulic Instantaneous Transporter, or SHIT for shit. Alright, I'm getting a little riled up here, so let me calm down, okay? Let me ask you a question. What does the color purple mean to you? Try again. Maybe another day. Yes. There's this purple, foreign, alien-like substance that starts consuming the entire inside of the Walden's home. This thing is evil. Most of you are going to probably argue that purple is a royal color. What's evil about purple, right? Which, yes, it is, but purple being considered a royal color is extremely archaic. It wasn't widely available until the 1850s, and because it was so rare, it was only kept for royals and higher ups. But the purple I'm talking about is the wicked kind. Think about all the evil purple things in pop culture. The Queen of England, Randall from Monsters Inc., Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove, Thanos from The Avengers, Ursula from The Little Mermaid, Waluigi from Super Mario Bros., the grandmother from Cinderella, the Queen from Sleeping Beauty, the Queen from Snow White, that big-ass cat from Alice in Wonderland, the Voodoo Man from Princess and the Frog, even this. So there's a subgenre in the horror category, cosmic horror. Think of cosmic horror as a peek behind the edges of reality. Anything that can be described or lack thereof of something so horrific that it's out of our realm of understanding. We still have no idea where this cat came from, but what he told us was his place, which is inside of the box, right? The red box, the portal, another portal. When the group gets back home, everything seems normal. Their weird-ass neighbor Larry, who on the surface has been portrayed as the villain of this movie, and while he is one, I wouldn't say he was the main one. I would say it was the cat. The cat reveals himself to Larry, sending him into a shock, stumbling back. He's like, what the? He rips down this cloth of the house. He falls off this cliff. And unfortunately, he survives. I don't know how. Magic. Yeah. And this is a kid's movie. We can't have anybody violently dying. The entire inside of the house is turned into this massive, infinite swarm of disheveled and warped rooms. The cat refers to what it's turning into as the mother of all messes. Pure, unadulterated fun without any good sense or judgment. Isn't that a kid's dream? Don't you guys want to stay here forever? Endeavor. We don't know what other creatures are in here, what other slaves the cat might have. All the kids he could have brought here, just randomly showing up at their house. This is cosmic horror. These kids are dealing with something way beyond what they can comprehend. They end up finding the crate that was placed in the living room deep in the house, and the crate has a purple tornado coming out of it. And who knows what it's sucking up and where it's going.
Into the void, that's where.
Sally almost dies too. Conrad has to grab her arm and use his other one to reach the lock, but he has to let go of Sally to lock the crate. He risks losing his sister to close Pandora's box so the house can be warped back to normal. There was a moment earlier in the film when the group went to this underground club while they were running from Larry because they stole Nevin's back from him. And the cat drops his hat. After they left the club, he told the kids he couldn't transport them back home because he didn't have his magic hat on. And that was a lie. And above everything else that has happened through this extremely chaotic day, it only took for their house to be completely demolished and wrecked from the inside, not the outside, because as I said, dark magic. For these little to finally tell this sorcering cat to leave. He planned the entire day. Why? Because he wants to turn Conrad and Sally into Thing 3 and Thing 4. Don't you see? It's all... Oh, damn, my ring flew off. But his plan didn't work. Maybe if they chose the injection, he could have controlled them how he wanted to. Or if they had bound their blood on that contract, Conrad and Sally have a moment of clarity. He's just gonna tell mom everything is his fault. He tells Sally to go up the stairs and just blame him for everything. But Sally lets him know that 1, she can't go up the stairs because they're destroyed. And 2, more importantly,
this is just as much my fault as yours. We should share the blame.
Thanks, Sally.
You're a pretty good brother.
God could think that. Maybe we can room together at military school.
It's actually a very, very sweet moment. They spent the entire movie bickering and arguing, it's normal for siblings to do that. The front door starts turning, tricking the audience that it's the mother who has been trying to get home for the past half hour but has been stalled by thing 1 and thing 2. But it's the cat, and he has a machine with him, a cleaning machine. Now you're gonna ask, why did the cat come back and clean up? And the answer is because Sally and Conrad learned a lesson.
Boring.
They saw the error of their ways. They weren't born or made for the slave lifestyle. Maybe if they remained juvenile, the cat would have taken them with him into his life of chaos and unpredictability. Larry comes inside the house shortly after being out the pipe, covered in that radioactive purple goo.
Lawrence, what happened to you?
They happened to me. Your demonic children.
He starts telling Joan about the cat, the demonic magic, the entire evening, sending Conrad to military school. This goo has heightened his mental state. He's crazy, okay? He's crazy at this point. They just laugh in his face, close the door. So yeah, the story, it has a happy ending. Or does it? Sally made purple cupcakes at her mother's party, and Joan makes a note to tell her that they're a hit.
What did you put in them?
Mom, you can make cupcakes out of...
I wonder what she made them with. Do I need to continue about the purple theory? There's even purple paintings plastered around the house. The real estate building sign is purple, Mr. Humberflew. Even the row of houses are a very light pastel shade of purple. This place is evil! Even the babysitter's tracksuit is what color? Go back.
I'll be back in a couple of hours.
She works for the cat. Yeah, she works for the cat. She was careless with watching them so the cat could do whatever he wanted with them. And finally, Sally's dress has purple on it. What's that saying? Was she destined to join the cat into his world of anarchy? I'm just saying, but y'all not listening. Y'all not listening. You're not listening. I can see you now. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. At the end of the movie, the family is seen together jumping on the couch in euphoria. A little too high, if you ask me. Almost as if those purple cupcakes had given them supernatural abilities. Maybe that was the cat's last gift, last recipe before he left and danced off into the sunset with his slaves, Thing 1 and Thing 2, on the prowl to continue his search and finding some wild, corrupted, playful children he can turn into Thing 3 and Thing 4. My third eye is open. Yeah, this movie is terrifying. This is a cautionary tale. This is a cosmic horror story, right? This is a extraterrestrial being that came to take some children. Yeah. This cat is a demon. This ain't no kids movie. Are you serious? This ain't no kids movie. Word. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing. We got a lot of things to talk about. If you have a suggestion of a movie you would like me to do a little review on, or a franchise, comment down below. What did you think about The Cat in the Hat? Do you think that the cat is a demon? Do you believe in the purple theory? Do you think that this is a kid's movie? Let me know down below. And if you see a 6'1" cat in your house, I want you to run out of the house, okay? Don't run up the stairs. Don't run in the closet. Don't run under the bed. Leave. Exit. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.